welcome to DragCon NYC.
Cut it, Desi. Welcome to DragCon New York City.
I'm Alex from Hornet, and today we're at RuPaul's DragCon in New York City. We're talking with all the queens and other LGBT celebs about fans. Good interactions, bad interactions, all that good stuff.
You know, we think negative things about ourselves, truly, and seeing people on the internet see us negatively, it's so hurtful because it does sometimes jive with the pain that we all have as struggling queer people. You know, I have my moments where I agree with it, and that's what makes it hurt so much. And I think it's really not a time where we should be purposefully trying to tear each other down like that, especially anonymously.
One thing on social media that you read about yourself that was really hurtful.
It was the truth, honey.
That is absolutely right. I think a lot of it is nonsense, but when you see something and you're like, fuck, they saw it. They found that thing that I hate about my
curtain, they lifted it up.
Today I saw a comment that said, finally Trixie doesn't have her potato brown teeth.
Smile. What? I'm blinded.
Thank you. I think most of us, we read all the good stuff and we don't listen to it, but then we read one bad comment and we think about it for 5 years. So
that's why your teeth look so great.
Yeah, and that's why Fifi's so unhappy.
In response to the recent Valentina moment, somebody said, "How dare you attack Valentina, you black man tranny?" And that was like, is that the best you have?
Like, I have a Italian mom persona where I dress up like my mom on Should Italian Moms Say on YouTube. And somebody was like, I don't like him. He doesn't do Italian moms well. And I was like, well, I did your mom well.
My favorite ever comment that someone said about me, it was over a Beyonce tweet that they did not like. But they called me Casper the Faggot Ghost, which is my favorite insult ever.
Is that now like in your Twitter bio?
It might as well be. Because I was like, I want to be mad at you, but it's so good.
Oh my God. Well, people on social media are the worst. People think that I'm homophobic.
Oh.
Which is very interesting.
Like, you're the gayest thing in the world.
I'm like, have you even gone through any of my social media?
Like, you're so gay, Lisa Frank called you and was like, tone it back, bitch.
I had a really awesome interaction with a fan who became a fan that night. She came to my opening night of Kinky Boots, and she said she'd never heard of me before. She bought tickets to see Kinky Boots, and then she came back 1 week later with her kids from Utah and said that watching Kinky Boots made a fan out of her and made her also change her vote for who she was voting for president. And I think that that's why theater and live performance is so magical, because it changed someone's entire, not just made them have a good night and made them become a fan, but changed their outlook on with their political views as well.
Where are you now in this process dealing with this experience with the Taylor video?
I am a person that stands by my friends always, and she's a really good friend of mine, and I thought that it was amazing art. It's broken a lot of records, and if I had it to do over again, I would do it over again. I don't apologize for being there for my friend.
You know, I try not to respond to a lot of stuff online. I think once you feed into it, it just adds more onto that. I've made a lot of poor choices, porn being one of them, but the only thing that's bad about it is just the cheap free websites that I ended up on. It was better porn, then I wouldn't be so sad about it. But
you're trying to get that dollar. You're like, as long as there was a residual.
We're top, honey.
I know, you're like, how the hell did I show up on XX Hamster Tube,
True.
Monster Schlong?
To be fair, though, I paid taxes on that dick sucking, so.
One of the wildest fan experiences I've had is where they asked me for my nylons, not for my rag queens, but for my nylons. And so I sent them some of my nylons, and I charged them, of course.
I don't think I've had any crazy fan interactions. Everyone's just very, very sweet and loves me, which is not hard to believe at all. Have you seen me? I'm kind of like the ideal look of perfection, as you saw on the show.
Everybody has a story, right? And I love to hear the stories, and people, when they can relate to you somehow, whether it's like my weight loss or that I have kids or whatever it is, you know, you connect with someone, and to be the person who can encourage them that they're doing the right thing or that they're on the right path. I mean, who gets that power in life? It's pretty amazing.
I feel like the positive reinforcements and the kindness is outfar outweighs any negativity that I ever see, truly. Like, I just think that we have such cool fans and cool people who understand us, and they're like drama-free.
Are the queens responsible for policing their fans on social media? You know, I think so, because sometimes they let them go a little too far. And this season especially, there was a lot of just like negativity, and it was just a horror show. And I had wished that one queen in particular had just put her foot down and said, stop it right now. Let's respect each other. Let's love each other. Because this is, I mean, really, this is all about, as Ru said, everybody say love.
The fans have written to me about their experiences with cancer and what it means to them to see someone just being bald and being beautiful and, you know, being showing that it's normal to be bald and it's ordinary and fabulous and out of this world and all those things. That's meant so much to me because I can see that it has a real effect on their lived experience, and that's the reason why we do this.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.